not scared of a game.
Oh, start running, start running, start running. What the hell, that's not okay. Yeah, jump down, just jump down, just jump down. So today, we're gonna check out a Minecraft video that you guys have suggested called Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist by Wifies, I believe. And in the description, it says, at the crossroads, don't turn left, is the first line of the book that Avery did not write. A strange mind suddenly appears in Avery's world with an odd book in a chest. But as he explores further, Avery finds a tunnel leading to a Minecraft world that shouldn't exist. And he isn't the only thing in this world either, which sounds really interesting. And then there's a channel link for Avery that we might actually check out later. But for now, let's watch the video.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called AveryLargeMayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly
I did not
never
write
built.
this.
Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it.
What's listening?
It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left.
But this is like reverse psychology. It makes you want to turn left.
Of numbers.
That's coordinates. That's coordinates straight away. This is like reverse psychology, because getting the message, don't do this over and over again, makes you want to do it over and over again.
And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed, and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house.
blocks from my house.
So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange, and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing
that's a YouTube link, isn't it?
One, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link that when you enter takes you to a folder.
Wait, can we actually like explore that? Is that possible for us? I got it. So we have a PDF here. My exploration into a strange tunnel. I found my Minecraft world, and I've been playing this world for a while. I just discovered this. This is my documentation for search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought this was strange, but I'm not really sure. We have found footage number 1. Whoa. This is like 14 gigabytes. It's kind of funny that it's uploaded by Wifies Inquiry. So we know that it's an ARG. Maybe he'll go through the footage so we don't actually have to explore it ourselves, but we have the link now if you want to download it.
And this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist. Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video,
oh my god.
Except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out. Or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless,
yeah.
Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Oh, but that's just it's a cave. That's normal, isn't it?
Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring, until he stops and sees this.
What are we seeing? It's still just
It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is.
It's moss. Yeah,
and grass. This is immediately a red flag, because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does,
a bad idea,
with
isn't
no
it?
problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs, and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here.
The trees
At some point,
and the
though,
greenery.
Avery's wish gets granted, and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally,
whoa,
Avery reaches the end.
That's an underground world, isn't it? Is all of this underground? Holy schmo. This must have taken so long to build. Imagine digging down from above and you just find this place and you die when you drop. That's insane.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything.
But there's something down there in the middle.
A giant cave of green with
this is natural terrain,
large trees
is it?
forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber,
no ores,
and
though.
from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain, obviously, doesn't generate naturally, so who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question,
I guess
it's
I go in
through
there,
this
right?
tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room.
Oh, this is
Avery
actually
walks
freaky.
through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens.
In front.
Something
right?
is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice.
Wait, there was a cut. There was a cut in the footage.
Something is wrong. It's
Yeah, there's a cut in the footage. If you check this, right? The torches stops producing particles, the camera just stops for a moment, and then it cuts back in again.
Something is wrong.
Boom!
It's
There's a
almost
cut.
impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking.
But isn't that's the draw
Another
distance?
pair of torches
That's
is gone.
that's the draw distance, isn't it?
I'm not scared of torches turning off.
And then ba.
And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is. But I already heard you in the...
Oh, start running! What the hell? That's not okay! I don't like where this is going. You angered it. Whatever that thing is, you made it angry.
I'm not scared of a game.
And jump scare. Start running. I'm gonna increase the quality. Can we watch this in 4K? Nice, full HD. Yeah, jump down. Just jump down. Just jump down. What do you need to do? Can you get a snorkel in Minecraft? Is that possible? Or is there like any way to like breathe underwater for a longer time? When you like look further into the video, it becomes like very pixelated. So I tried to like switch it to 4K.
Scared, but I felt compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive
what's the
folder.
document?
If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin. Almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate.
What about
through
a
the
door?
dark
Make a
water,
door.
the
Trap door.
tunnel
There's a
getting
trap door.
narrower and narrower,
It's a trap door.
with no end in sight. Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air.
Oh,
when
that was
Avery
lucky.
descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls. Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see.
Just pick any tunnel.
And then he hears it. The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again. Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice.
I mean, some of the tunnels are gonna lead him somewhere. At least he made a couple of doors.
The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left.
He has doors so he can like keep on
Tunnel
breathing.
continues.
Yeah.
Getting narrower and narrower and narrower until finally
it stops. There's gotta be a way up. Nice. Wait, was that a dragon? Wait. But that just means we're back out, right? Oh, never. Wait, we're in a new place.
he finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room. strangely
There's a crack above. I saw the
almost
moon.
peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that. But
And then
I need
we'll
to
know.
explore.
And then
He
we'll
sails
know.
back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him? Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember
Which
when
is?
Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's
Footstep.
almost
The one
impossible
footstep,
to
yeah.
make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused for just a brief moment,
would hear another
you could
footstep.
hear footsteps on the stone behind him, stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone.
What does that mean exactly? So he loads items into the hopper, but the hopper should then put it into the chest. So how does that work with the render distance?
Goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns
I get it.
is if
I get it.
something
I get
loaded
it.
the chunk
I get it.
while he was gone.
The hopper, like, I don't play Minecraft, but the hopper is unloading one by one into the chest, and when he starts unloading the chunk, that means that the hopper stops working. So if someone is in here with us, that means that when they load this chunk here, the hopper keeps on emptying items. So that's why we know when we come back to the chest, if the hopper is empty and the chest is full, we know that someone has loaded this chunk and some entity is active in this game with us. I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know.
And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to explore.
We also need some food, right? Oh wait, that was the outside, wasn't it? I saw stars. So that means we're not entirely underground anymore.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far.
Third?
What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one. But it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication.
What if it's
at
like
the
a
time that he
triangulation?
noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied, and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angles
triangulating.
point in the same direction. And he he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs.
I think I might have gotten it wrong with the hopper.
Before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What? How?
The sand blocks.
Sending it in chat?
He didn't place those sand blocks before, right?
I don't know if it can hear me, but I'm not taking any chances. The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk.
The hopper made sense.
But my gut says to keep moving.
So find the intersection with the signs. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting that he actually didn't send it this time around. That he typed it, but he didn't actually send it. It's pointing this way.
Sign was pointed head on.
I failed you so many times. I committed so many crimes, and I was pretty sure myself.
I don't feel like the music really fits in here. It kind of gives me ish vibes, the guy who made like the 1000 player simulation. The guy who made like the 1000 player simulate civilization or something like that. It kind of gives me that vibe, but I don't feel like it really fits in this case. Are we back?
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze. And slowly but surely, dead end after dead end, Avery navigates through it.
Like, this would have worked if there were like, you know, if it was more cinematic storytelling, if there was like more cinematic angles, I feel like this music would work great. But other than that, I feel like it's kinda... It takes you out of the story. It really takes you out of the story. When it's like a narration style and you don't really have those cinematic angles, it just feels out of place. It feels a bit forced in my case.
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a cipher above a door, with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code.
And that's gotta be footage number 1, right?
From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall. And
yeah, trying to writing it down. Got it. How?
Gets it.
How?
Okay.
What's the site? Good poem?
Avery
good poem.
says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where two ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this
Could it be like
gate,
several
which
Caesar
Avery
ciphers?
suspects
So it's
is
like
some
one
sort of
Caesar cipher, another
combination.
on top
But
of another
instead
one?
of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more
brute force.
how do I put this? Efficient.
Just mine a hole. Unfortunately, for you, I have a pickaxe. But that's gonna trigger something, right? Isn't it gonna make the entity angry?
And with that, he's... Wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got two different stories about where this...
It already had Minecraft installed. Installed Minecraft this world came pre. What if we're watching it from the point of view of the entity? What if it's kind of like one big misunderstanding that the entity thinks that we're an entity, but the entity is just like another player, and the other player thinks that we're an entity. Maybe? I mean, it's a little bit far-fetched, but that could be it.
Is because the player we've been watching this entire time
was not Avery.
Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing.
A recreation.
So
it's got to be a recreation.
What's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person?
What if they sold the laptop?
Why are they claiming that this is their world they found?
What if they sold the laptop?
I just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself in the village.
If Avery sold the laptop and Durlord is the one playing it, but that wouldn't really make any sense in terms of the cipher that was left in those YouTube videos. I mean, you got a respawn point right there, so if anything happens, you can just sleep and then respawn. That means you don't lose all of the progress you made. This must have taken a very, very long time to actually build, because you have all the different locations that they had to, like, make in this world here. What if there's an entrance underneath, like, the big fountain? Because it looks like it's built on top of something. So it does seem like this place is kind of like a dead end, so there has to be like a hidden way out somewhere. And there's a lot of levers on the different houses. Exactly like I said, underneath the fountain. Huh, no? But what if you have
It's empty.
What if you have to go further down?
This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring, but wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest. No lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from
Well, if you dig down from here.
Is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
But then he sees it, right? Wait, the trap whoa. There are like different trapdoors. If you look at it, there are trapdoors all around. What if there's like just a hidden tunnel, like a small hidden tunnel in one of the corners, so they can slide past that? That's where we came from. See it. Wait, maybe the corner, yeah? Yeah, I agree. The corner does look like it. Yeah, that's like the furthest building from this place. Church. So this is probably the way out. There's gotta be like a hidden tunnel in here. Is it copper or is it like brick? Maybe there's a book up there. Bookshelf, maybe? Up there! Yeah. Up there! The tower! Go up into the tower! Is it a bell tower? The bell tower seems like it's the way forward. Still nothing? No trapdoor? No way forward? Doesn't seem like it. There we go. So I was right, it was a tunnel. It would be cool if this world was like downloadable so you could explore all of this yourself. And there is a book right there. And another tunnel. There was another trapdoor, right? Check the book.
Are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better.
Next page.
He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
And then it ends right. They're here. They're here. They're here. I hear them as well. Hear them as well. To the left. To the left. Oh shit! Hidden doorway. But they said disconnect. Why go further? You're still moving. They're gonna hear that. Holy shit. So you're not gonna listen to the warning, you're gonna keep on moving? I don't like where this is going. If the god is here, that means it must be some sort of like angel or maybe a demon that's in... It's definitely an entity that's inside this game here. Usually what they say is like every version of Mario is personalized. I feel like it's kind of same with like this Minecraft world here. That every single version of Minecraft is personalized. Where are we going here? This is just like another tunnel. There's something on the left. Yeah. That looks like nether? Obsidian? Obsidian almost? I don't see anything. Picture FOV, maybe? I mean, that's just darkness. That's just a giant void down there. Isn't it just obsidian? Why go towards the void? You have any torches left? Wait, it's nothing! Holy! It's nothing! It's just black! You can't even mine it! But can you stand on it? Is it like, do you fall through? You're gonna have to take a leap of faith. I see candle. I see one singular candle and that's it. Weird. Why didn't you grab any torches from before? I mean, it actually brightens the screen a little bit when you open up your inventory. So that means that you see like a little bit more what's going on in the background. It's pure, pure darkness. And the voices are here. Oh shit. It's the underground. It's literally the Undertale underground. It's the barrier. Footsteps. Footsteps appearing. I don't... Okay, this is actually giving me the creeps now. I don't like this music. This is really giving me the creeps. Why is it censored? Wait, is it actually censored? Why is it... Wait, what's going on? Is the game lagging? Is it... Why is it censored? I don't understand that. Why would you censor it? So we just go the other way instead, and that's just a normal cave. But this leads to a dead end. Where was your pickaxe? Did you leave your pickaxe?
There's no escaping.
The other way led right back to the cave?
There's no escaping.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads,
I got
don't turn
goosebumps.
left. At the
I
crossroads,
got goosebumps.
Don't turn left. At
So
the
this was a
crossroads,
warning
don't
for
turn
Avery.
left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since.
Yeah.
But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that censor bar there. That was
We're
in
downloading
the
the
original
footage. We're downloading the
Whatever's
footage.
behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash.
Run,
From that,
Avery?
we can get this.
Run, Avery.
Run,
It's here.
Avery. It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would
But how does he know
possibly
that it's Avery?
Avery would find
Yeah.
this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he
note in the
knows about
basement.
this world
The
now,
note in
he
the
may
basement.
never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Okay, that's actually really good. This was actually such a good story. Part 2. Oh, I would actually love a part 2 for this one. Really, really good storytelling. Honestly, some of the builds were really great in it. Some of the music I wasn't a fan of. I felt like you needed like the cinematic angles for it to make sense. The ending song here was kind of fine, but some of the music was a little bit too dramatic and a little bit too cinematic for like what the footage that we were actually watching. But apart from that, I can, this is like, fabricated, right? This is like, in the comments they say here, disclaimer, don't read for spoilers. This ARG in the video was one that I created specifically specifically for this video. Upcoming videos will continue to feature ARGs I find in the wild, but I wanted to experiment with storytelling and see if I could make an entertaining mystery that I would watch myself. And that's the same with like, we recently about like a month ago watched a video about some guy uncovering a live stream from a child, and the entire video was supposed to be a fabricated story about some kids being kidnapped, and that was also a fabricated story. Is this the same guy? Wait, is this actually the same guy, or that's not the same guy? It's SaccoBuild. SaccoBuild made like the creepy Minecraft livestream channel Uncovered, and then we have Wiffles who made this one here. Really, really good. I like it. Some fun tidbits about the video. It was made over the course of 4 months, and I've had some thoughts about making the second half of the video. It's both very experimental and very fun to watch. Multiple minutes of no voiceover and just music. I like that. Never done before. Hopefully this doesn't age badly. The cipher though, goodness gracious. The cipher room Dirt Lord runs into was meant to be unsolvable with cipher stacking, but I made the cardinal sin of stacking 2 substitution ciphers so it can be solved with literally just basic something. The whole point was to ego boost Dirt Lord, but now he's just yapping about solving some basic shift cipher. Oh well, I think the cipher in the tunnel might be the worst flaw in the video. I like the theory, but it sounds a tad bit corny. The rest of the video I really like though. I hope you guys enjoy. I kinda wanna see if someone solved the cipher, right? And then we have like a comment from Avery down here, WTF. I must scroll down the comments and see if someone actually like fixed the cipher or like did the cipher. Here we go. The code above the door was encrypted in 2 layers. First, a Vigenère cipher with a repeating key scrambled with letters. Then the result was interleaved using a multi-rail fence pattern that mixes the letters across multiple lines. Then you reverse both steps in the right order, undo the Vigenère first, and then unfold the interleaving, and the text becomes readable. The call is coming from inside the house. Turn off the lights. Now run, run, run. It would have taken me like a lot longer to actually cipher that or like decrypt that on my own. I do want to check out this channel here because we have like a month ago, there's like Godly Game of Sky Wars, and then we do have the weird book that I did not write. So Godly Game of Sky Wars seems to just be like a normal Sky Wars game. Maybe does anybody point anything out? Avery training to slime the entity? People are not really mentioning anything here. But if we go for the video about the book that I did not write. Yeah, run Avery, it's here. That's the code. But other than that, there is not really anything in here. We have seen this in the main video already. What I want to do is I want to take a look at the original footage. But there's a problem. If I go on the Google Drive and I try and open it, it's like unable to play the video this time. The number of allowed playbacks have been exceeded. Try again later. If I try to download it, scanning for viruses, downloading exceeded. There's a life hack. There's a life hack in here. We can copy this and we can do make a copy. And then it says making copy. Or if making a copy doesn't work, I'm pretty sure you can make a shortcut out of it. Add shortcut, Minecraft, shortcut added to Minecraft. Now I'm pretty sure if we right click on this folder and we actually download the folder, it should start zipping up the file. And then we can check the video once it's zipped up. It's zipping? Check this out. That's how you do it. You basically ask it to zip up the folder, and then you try to download the folder, and then suddenly, boom, you get the footage. It takes us a minute, and then we can actually jump straight into it and see if we can spot what was censored. And it's finally downloaded. So we can check it out here by clicking on it, and that should open it up for us. That means that we can go all the way down to the door and see if it's censored or not. Come on. Oh, it is actually censored as well. So even if we want to see it, it's entirely blacked out. So we can't even see what's going on in here. Yeah, it's entirely blacked out. Why did they entirely black it out? When he finishes this ARG, I would love to explore this world afterwards. Like, going through everything that we uncovered in this video to like uncover it for ourselves would actually be super, super cool. But for now, guys, as always, check out, is it Wiffles? Wiffles? Oh, it's pronounced Wifies. Check out Wifies, everybody. They might have some Wi-Fi if you check out Wifies. Let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments below. Let me know your theories about this. What do you think is the blacked out section? Is it, did someone die? Did something happen? Is it like your IP address? Is it some crucial information or some horrific demonic thing that you shouldn't actually witness? What is the blacked out section of the video? Check out Wifies, support their channel, and then let me know when they upload the next part in the future so we can check that out. So for now, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Again, let me know your theories in the comments below. And with that said, I will head out.